how to respond to what can we do for communication. I've been asked questions before, like, what do you grade the district in their response to this or that, or how do you feel communication is? I myself, well, 3 of these board members that are running again, brought to them under Kathy Hewell's leadership 80 different stories of bullying. And the reason why is because my son was a victim, and I don't need to get into that. However, I know that there is a communication breakdown with regards to who can you talk to about what. One of the things I did was really pressure hard for a bullying hotline that was an anonymous tip line that would have been really beneficial. And I think it provides a great service. And it took a year and a half to get that done. And I pressured and pressured and pressured. It's something that I feel like we really importantly needed as a way for students to feel more comfortable. And any parent can use that line, any teacher can use that line, anybody in the district at all can use that. And I know that that's monitored frequently. The other thing is I feel like we really need to have, like other candidates talked about it, how we need communication that is a complete circle. There needs to be responses from the board directly. As a parent, when I came in and spoke at board meetings and was told, well, we'll get to that in our leisure, was an actual response from Kathy Hewell, the then president, who's no longer serving. But she said she'd get to these bullying stories at her leisure, as though it was not something that was important. And I didn't really, I'm not saying that what she said meant every single board member's response. What I'm saying is to hear that from the president of the school board, who's supposed to be speaking for all of the board members, that was a really dismissive comment. And so I feel like we really need to have a way to interact with board members. And I understand I don't know what I don't know. So as a board member, you may be restricted in talking about certain topics, or as yourself or as the community, you have to speak in one voice. So I understand that some of that may change when I understand the actual procedures. But one of the ideas I had was getting some sort of like coffees in place. And that did happen, which is awesome. And COVID obviously prevents some of that. But that could always be happening on Zoom. And I know that a lot of people all the board members have other things to do in their life, so you don't want to fill up all of their time. However, there's got to be some way that the public can access the board, and the admin can access the board, or teachers can access the board and have some sort of communication. I think they do very poorly in their communication. There has been improvements, but I really think that that's something that has to be a major focus going forward, because part of what I think personally is wrong with this disconnect in our communities and our nation as a whole is that people aren't being heard. So people need to just come together, sit down and ask questions, learn from each other, and find solutions. With regards to the school district, it has to all be about the students. Not about new construction projects, not about turf for a field. It has to be about the students. Not that those things don't affect students, but students and their education and the strength of their education and well-supported teachers is what the school is here for. So that has to be something that you're creating pathways for communication.
Visit my website at katebell.d303.com. Visit my Facebook page at Kate Bell for CUSD 303 School Board Member.